And I came here for one reason. To attack and keep coming. Not to ask, but just to give. Not to want, but just to send. Send the power of water down everybody's throat to till they become sick of it. Well, you're gonna get sick of it because this freaking nature right here is just beginning to swell. And when I get big enough, brother, there ain't gonna be room for anybody else but me and all the warriors float through the veins and the power of the warrior.
Thanks to those joining me live. And to those that'll be joining me on archive, you listen archive, take a moment and throw a jab at that like button. All right. The two translations today for you guys. Two. Those videos take a while. Like, it's easier to just come on here and just talk than do those. Okay. But check them out. Juan Manuel Marquez. All right. Don't check him out now if you're not live. Like, so stay right here. Okay. But, an archive, after you listen to this, go back. Check that out. Check those videos out. Juan Manuel Marquez and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. All right. And nobody cares what Junior has to say. All right. Senior, folks. Senior. All right. You hear that? Nelson in the chat. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining me live. I bet you anything. Nelson hit that. I bet you anything. Right? He hit that notification button, that bell button, right? The bell button is brought to you by Snickers, the one and only candy bar that endorses the heavyweight champion of the world, Andy Ruiz, all right? That's right. The bell button is brought to you by Snickers. If you're subscribed, hit that bell button. If you're not subscribed, then what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, right? Then hit the notification button. That's right. Yeah, the Snickers are available at every store, guys. Like, they're out there. Bite size, I don't want Andy Ruiz is kidding. Everybody knows he buys a king size, okay? I don't know what he's doing with the regular size Snickers. All right, everybody knows he gets it. Like, you're not fooling anybody, Andy. But it's all right. You earned it, all right? You earned it, Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is making noise day after day after day. He's just making noise. Andy Ruiz is like the ultimate warrior of Mexicans. Okay, like, this shit's insane, right? I didn't come to ask, right? You listen to what the warrior said, but he's the Aztec warrior, right? That's what he is. And Andy Ruiz came out, all right? And I'm telling you right now, that's right. Don't leave yet. The Snickers can wait. The Snickers can wait. And Smoke, I appreciate that. All right? Listen. And he came out. And you guys already know what he said, but I got to be dramatic about it anyway. I got to announce this like if you guys don't know. So we're going to play this game like you don't know what Andy Ruiz said today. Right? Or yesterday or whenever it was. Okay? Nelson with a $2 super chat. It says, Ultimate Warrior shaking him Snicker bar ropes. We all know Andy Ruiz does the king size. I don't know who's fooling, okay? But I'll tell you what, guys, all right? Andy Ruiz came out, and he said, drum roll, please. I don't have sound effects. This sucks, right? Sir, AJ Ted's in the house. For now on, I forgot who said this, but I loved it. I went back and looked at some of the chats I might have missed. Whoever is knighted with a wrench will be addressed as Sir, S-E-R, in this chat. Right? Sir AJ10 in the house. I was eating Snickers live with interview. Snickers, the stocks. If I would have known, you'd think there was money betting on Ruiz to win the fight. That's just a one-time hitter-quitter type of bet. Right? That you want money one time. If you would have bought Snickers stock before the fight, that's where the money was. If I would have known this was gonna happen, I would have instead of bidding, I would have bought Snickers stock, bro. That stock has gone up, man. Like everywhere Ruiz goes, they buy him a basket of Snickers. Like, you know, the stocks have gone high with Andy Ruiz. It's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. This Snickers is. I mean, you see, like they used to get like 2 likes on Twitter. Bam, Andy Ruiz, great shit, great stuff. Sir, DJ Mexicano de Teja says, "What's up, D-Style?" The Perfection says, "Salute with AJ10." Thank you. Nelson wants, should we knight Nelson? Why not? Let's just knight him. You know, it is what it is. We have Sir SCR, Sir Prince White Charming. It even has a name for it. Like he's above Sir, but we're gonna call him Sir anyway. AJ needs to revamp his skills and fight Terrell Williams. And Nelson, you can now stand as a knight on this channel. You are Sir Nelson. From this day forth, till the end of your days, you will be addressed as Sir Nelson. Now, I'm making this shit too cool because everybody's going to start asking for wrenches now. We got to make it more prestigious, so we're going to hold off on that for a little bit. Now, back to the breaking news that you guys are pretending not to know about, all right? It makes it more dramatic. Suspension of disbelief, guys. Suspension of disbelief. Remember. Ladies and gentlemen, all right? Ruiz came out, right? Was it Fight Hub? Someone put in the chat because I want to give credit to the source of this, okay? And I should have double checked, and I forgot already. Was it Fight Hub or I forgot who put it out there. I want to give them credit, but they came out. They're interviewing Andy Ruiz. About Andy Ruiz on Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, the whole nine. Okay, the whole nine. D-Style, get to the point, D-Style. Say it. I don't want to pretend I don't know anymore. Like, look, I'm getting there. Okay, suspension of disbelief. Okay, we're going to play that game. Pretend you don't know. Right? Fight up. Thank you, Boxing. Sir, Boxing Dialogue. Sir Joe Lopez, 40 ounce in the house. Nelson with another $2 super chat. Says, thank you, D-Style. Found you from Fanon. All right. Fight up. Thank you, guys. All right. Sir Nelson. I don't think I said Sir Nelson. Came out and he said, how do you guys know where this came from? You're supposed to not know. Remember, suspension of disbelief? You're not supposed to know. Like, well, you should have said, I don't know, D-Style. I don't know what you're talking about. So he comes out. All right, he comes out and he's like, I want $50 million, motherfuckers. All right. If you want me to fight in the UK, I want $50 million. Are you sure you want those pounds? All right, give me some pounds. All right. And we know Ruiz knows everything about pounds, okay? So you don't want to have a pounds conversation with an expert on pounds. I'm kidding, okay? Is it too soon? Too soon? All right. I don't want to go overkill with this. I'll stop with that. By the way, guys, the like button is sponsored by Snickers. Okay, make sure you throw a jab at that like button. Check it out. For those just coming in, welcome. He comes out and he announces, all right? By the way, when somebody new comes in with a wrench, make sure you address them and say, hello, sir, all right? Here's the thing, guys. I know that there's people losing their minds. Oh, no, he can't do that. Well, he just did it. What do you mean can't do that? He did. Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, are you going to go make, you know what? Go make Ruiz take that back. Go make him do it. All right, that's what I thought. Right? That's what I thought. All right. $50 million. I want you to give me $50 million. Okay. You don't think I heard all the, like, if I heard all the bullshit, imagine what he's heard already. You got all these dudes walking around like Chisora, walking around. This wouldn't have happened if it was in London. Like, why wouldn't it have happened if it was in London? What, was the ref going to give him more time to recover? Is that what was going to happen? Were they going to do some home cooking? Are you just flat out admitting that? By the way, shout out to Juan Manuel Marquez. I don't know if you guys want to call this a conspiracy or not. Okay, but and you can see more of it in the video I posted. Okay, but I mean, this dude, he's like, when it's 11-1, 10-1, 12-1, like the underdog's going to get robbed because the casinos are going to lose way too much money. You got to win by knockout, right? And then he just randomly brought up how he was screwed over by Pacquiao, but that's another, or in the Pacquiao fight. That's another story. You know, you want him, so speaking of home cooking, you want him to go to England, right? And you want him to fight in a stadium. And you want to do it in London. And you want to do it in Wembley, right? Sir, boxing conversations with Reggie Owens in the house. He got knighted yesterday. Right, there you go. So you're openly saying, right? See, a lot of these dumb channels, these AJ Protector channels, okay, you know, using what, like, they're like, oh, look, Chisora said that if it was in London, this wouldn't happen. He knows what's up. He's a fighter. He's in the inside. Like, shut up. Okay, he's just saying that the ref would have hooked him up, kind of like the ref hooked him up in the Parker fight when they gave him extra time to, you know, get that tape wrapped around him again. And, you know, and if you don't think an extra minute and a half of rest has helped, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, and when Parker tried the same thing, so all you got to do here in England is just get your freaking tape loose. And they're going to hook it up, right? I'm going to get her some rest. The ref said, no. You have to keep fighting with the fucking tape loose. Now, it's not, you know, something new, tricks like that. They're not. But they're not exclusive to the UK, right? My favorite one, okay, is the Cooper Ali fight, right? Cooper drops Ali, hurts. Cooper landed a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Okay? You can catch the fight on YouTube. Somebody has it here somewhere. All right? And it was one of Ali's first big tests. All right? One of his first big tests. You know, but Ali's trainer bought him some extra time. That's just I'm just kind of mentioning this as some historical context here. You know, just throwing that out there. But you want Ruiz to go to the UK because you want to home cook the dude. Like, here you go. Right? Well, that's a lot of cooking. But he ain't just going to go take that risk. If you wanted to take that risk, right, then you got to show him the money, okay? Have you guys seen that scene in Jerry Maguire where his client, okay, is having him scream, show me the money. I love black people. Remember that scene? Eddie Hearn. Eddie. Give Ruiz a call. All right? Hey, Eddie, how you doing, Holmes? What's up, Holmes? What's up, Eddie? I'm surprised you called me, Eddie. We really need to talk about this fight. You know, we have a rematch clause. And come on, Eddie, show me the money, Eddie. Come on, show me the money, Eddie. What we need to do is sit down and discuss this fight. You know, we need to Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Show me the money, Eddie. Show me the money. Give me the 50 million, Eddie. You want me to go to UK? Show me the money, eh? No, see, the thing is, Andy, you were last minute replacements. The rematch is in the UK. I said it in the post fight. I said the rematch will be in the UK. No, Eddie, you got to show me the money, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Show us the money, Eddie. Come on, say, show me the money, and I'll think about it. Show you the money. No, Eddie. Show me the money, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Show you the money. Eddie, me. Say me, Eddie. Show me the money. Come on, Eddie. Come on, a little more, Eddie. You need a Snicker bar, Eddie. I think you need a Snicker bar, Eddie, because you're in a little slump, Eddie. Show me the money. Come on, Eddie. You got to put a little more into it, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Come on, Eddie. Come give it to me, Eddie. Come on. Show me the money, Eddie. Show me the money. Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Show you the money. Say you love Mexican people, Eddie. He's going to have Eddie Hearn screaming he loves Mexican people. Okay, I love Mexican people. He's going to be yelling that shit. Right? Show me the money, Eddie. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. Come on, tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. I do declare you're not an American. You're not a Mexican. Shut the fuck up, Hauser. Check this shit out, man. All right? Check this out. Sir, Blood Boxing live in the house. All right? He wants to fight in Mexico City. Man, he's going to have Eddie Hearn screaming on that phone, bro. He's going to be like, show me the money, Eddie. All right? Show me the money, Eddie. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. He's going to be screaming on top of his lungs. Picture Eddie Hearn's face all red and shit. You know, I love Mexican people. Like, he's going to be yelling the shit out of that, man. I'm telling you right now. All right? That's what's going to happen. Throw a jab at that like button. Whether you're listening on archive or listening live, and you're listening live, I got this from Reggie Owens. Click on the X, top right-hand corner. Throw it, so it's a 1-2. Okay, jab and then a right hand. Okay, so you're going to jab the X, and you're going to throw a right hand right at that, thumbs up button. Look, Eddie, come on, Eddie. If you say, show me the money, Eddie, I might ask for 49 million, Eddie, but you got to say, show me the money. And tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. That's what's going to happen. And that's the position that there are now. Now, for those saying, no, there's a rematch clause. This is a gentleman's sports, and gentlemen do not conduct themselves in such manners. He gave the opportunity of a lifetime they didn't give shit, right? They were going to lose millions of dollars if this dude didn't step up to fight. Ortiz didn't want to step up and fight. He didn't have enough time to train, he said. Ruiz said, I'm ready. I just chopped down Dimitrenko. I am ready. AJ10 in the house with a 10. Sir, I apologize. Sir AJ10 in the house with a $10 super chat. All Ruiz is about is plata right now. Give me that plata. What? You got some plata? Huh? You got that plata, Eddie? What we could maybe arrange for 50 pesos. Fuck you, Eddie. We're going to go with the green shit, Eddie. Right? And you want to talk pounds? We're going to go pounds too, Eddie. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. Go watch. If you guys haven't seen Jerry Maguire Show Me the Money scene, you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? But with that said, come on, Eddie. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. Boxing Live. Well, first, AJ10. And now Saint salute. Thank you, Sir Nelson. Sir AJ10 says Mexico City is a tough place to fight for heavyweights due to altitude. Man, dude. There is no way. I didn't even think about that. There's no way. Look, man. Mexico rarely loses at the Azteca, no matter who the fuck they play in soccer. No matter who they play. Spain could go play them. Brazil could go play them. The best teams in the world, man. Sometimes they beat them there. It's hard to beat Mexico. Why? Because of the altitude. That is our land, hombre. That's where Tenochtitlan was, hombre. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know what the fuck's in our lungs, but for some reason we just do better there. And I'm telling you right now, if you think this dude was breathing from his mouth, AJ, from the third round, this dude will get. Joshua cannot fight in Mexico City. If he does, he's an idiot. He will not last in that altitude. No way. El Gordo will beat him, right? Now, he will beat his ass. Like it wouldn't even be a close fight. With the altitude alone, right? Now, the first person to bring up Velasquez losing to Mexico City, I swear to God, okay, that was an exception. And guess what? They could do it in a stadium, but still. 40 million pounds, Eddie. We could bring him down for 50 to 40, Eddie. I can just picture this dude calling him Eddie, like irritating him. Show me the money, Eddie. I hate hearing this constant crap. Oh, he gave him the opportunity, so he should be a good boy and go fight him in the UK. Well, nobody's saying he won't fight in the UK, but you got to show him the money. Right? Because guess what? If they don't come to an agreement, they're going to force a purse bid. And if they force a purse bid, the campeón, el campeón, the champ, gets 60%. 60%. If it goes to purse bids, it doesn't matter who wins the bid. So show me the money, Eddie. You can win the bid and get it in London all you want. You're going to have to give the champ 60%. All right? That's right. This show will go to purse bids quick. Quick. Diego Sanchez has off the charts cardio. Yeah, he does. Fuck that. He's a champ. Fuck that contract. Let Al work his magic. They have to negotiate, blood, but I'll tell you what. If they don't come to an agreement, the champ's going to get 60%. And I'm sure if he wants to, Al Heyman can outbid the motherfucker. If I was Al, I'll bid it for fucking Mexico City. With that altitude and shit. AJ is fucked in Mexico City. Fucked. All right? Especially with the smog and shit, man. You're fucked. All right? It's just plain mean expecting AJ to fight in like Mexico City. When you think about it, man. This dude's going to be huffing and puffing. For those joining me live, remember you can always check out Julio Cesar Chavez. I do an English translation so you can see what he's saying. Talking about how proud he is. I did another one with Juan Manuel Marquez talking about how proud he is. Both of them saying he is Mexican. So who do I believe? Snot-nosed Hauser? Or two Mexican fucking legends? Now who do I believe? Whose word do we take? That's a tough one. right? That's a tough one. He es el campeón mundial del peso completo. That's what he is, right? That's what he is, folks. That's exactly what he is. Say it again, right? I'm going to type it down in the chat. I want all of you to learn this shit. Look at that. Campeón mundial del peso completo. Órale. Arriba la raza. All right. You want this smoke? Then Eddie, you got to show me the money, Eddie. Eddie, where are you, Eddie? Come on, Eddie. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. Show me the money, Eddie. I picture Eddie Hearn's dumb ass showing up with a basket of Snickers. Here you go, Andy. So about the fight in the UK. Shut the fuck up, Eddie. I want my 50 million, Eddie. And I want proof of funds, Eddie. That's right. How dare you accuse me of not having proof of funds? Why, Eddie? You started that shit, Eddie. He has options. He could fight Wilder. Exactly. That's right. Trail Boxing Talk, a.k.a. Black Fight Fan TV. Eddie Hearn ain't won a purse bid since he jumped off the Mayflower. Show you the money. No, Eddie. Show me the money, Eddie. Show you me, Eddie. Me. Tell me you love Mexican people, Eddie. It's time to show them the money. You want me to go over there? And not like Joshua, I believe him. When Joshua asked for 50 million, like all of a sudden he never asked for it, right? I think it's fair to say Andy Ruiz is very, very serious about this shit. And thanks a lot for that super chat, bro. Some people think different things. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ese pinche güey, Eddie. Ese pinche güey que another 7 million. Get the fuck out of here with Eddie. Eddie wants me to go to England and fight for another 7 million. Come on, Eddie. I mean, we shouldn't even. It's just assume that it's double digits now, Eddie, in the million category. All right. The dude's offering 7 figures, bro. Kidding me? Andy Ruiz ain't fighting for 7 figures ever again, bro. Like, forget that. It ain't gonna happen. First ever heavyweight champion. First ever Mexican heavyweight champion, I should say. There's no way this dude is fighting for anything. He's not gonna fight for 7 figures ever again. It's 8 figures moving forward. All right? You best believe that shit. From here on out, he's an 8-figure million-dollar man. That's what Andy Ruiz is. Right? Let's read this article really quick from ESPN. And again, once again, shout out to Fight Hub. You guys can find that video where he asked for the 50 million on Fight Hub. Look at the title of this video. Andy Ruiz Jr. says, everyone who thinks I'm not Mexican is wrong. And I quote, everyone who thinks I'm not Mexican simply because I was born in the United States is wrong, Ruiz told ESPN. I represented Mexico trying to go to the Olympics. I'm always fighting for the Imperial Valley, that's Southern California, where he lives, and Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. In my pro amateur fights, I've always mentioned Mexico. My mom and dad are from Mexicali. And I feel more Mexican than others who were born in Mexico because I fought for my race and for Mexico. How about that, Hauser? Right? Here's American through and through, through and through. I do declare, I do shut the fuck up. Right? Most recent, that's from the horse's mouth. Right? That's what he said. So respect what he said. Damn that tweet. LWC loves your show, bro. Thank you. Sir, boxing conversation with Retro is right on. That's what he said. That's not what D-Style said. That's not what some other Mexicans said. That's not what just everyone else is saying. Okay, or what Hauser said or Kevin Ioli. That's what he said. That's what he just said. Dude's going to go to the, go visit the president of Mexico. That's where he's going. And thanks a lot for that $2 super chat, by the way. That's just the reality. So how about that? Now, I know you guys seen the other half of my title. Zab. Yeah. Zab Judah. Zab Judah's back. Like, what do you mean he's back? ESPN put this shit on the front page of their boxing page. Like, it's breaking news. Like, Zab Judah's back. Don't be fooled, anyone. Judah hasn't gone anywhere. What? What? Judah. Zab Judah isn't retired? Like, what? He's back. What? Well, like, who's he gonna fight, bro? Like, who's Zab Judah gonna fight that you want to see fight? I swear, if any of these top welterweights fights Zab Judah, I swear to fucking, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. All right? I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my shit. If any, I don't care who, if my dude Crawford fucking goes out and fucking fights Judah, I don't care who it is, right? If any of these dudes fight Zab, I swear to, I'm gonna lose my leave Zab Judah alone. Let Zab Judah beat up club fighters and dudes ranked in like the 200s and stuff like that. And that's what Zab Judah should be doing. I don't care if he's active. He just shouldn't be disrupting the boxing scene in the top levels right now. And I don't need any, like, I swear to God, if any of these dudes, Broner's going to fight Judah, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my shit. All right? We don't need to see, although Judah did good in that fight, but that was years ago against Garcia. Blood Boxing Live says that he heard and he saw Alexander get dropped last week. That's enough, man. Sit down, Zab. Zab needs to go lay on the rope somewhere because we no longer say sit down. We say go sit on the ropes or lay on the ropes like Joshua did and call it quits. Go lay on the rope somewhere and call it quits. That or look again. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I heard Zab Judah is going to be boxing like some local dude here, and like I would go because it is Zab Judah. Like I watched a lot of his fights, and that might be a good fight to watch. But as far as televised fights or against anyone remotely close to top 25, I do not want to see Zab Judah just becoming just another name on some dude's resume, or I swear to God, man, if any of these top welterweights fight Zab Judah, I'm going to lose my shit. In any weight class, I'm going to lose my shit. Oh man, that is some crazy shit. By the way, ESPN came out, interviewed Gennady Golovkin. Like you're not gonna believe this shit. It's crazy. Like they interviewed the dude. I'm gonna play the audio. You can go to ESPN.com. But Ariel Helwani was an MMA reporter. Interviewed Gennady Golovkin. He cut the interview short in the end because I don't think he knew what the fuck Gennady Golovkin was saying. Nobody knows. I'm gonna say word for word what Gennady Golovkin says. Okay, let's get ready for this shit. I'm listening in. A stupid ad is playing. All right. So let's give it about another 20 seconds for this stupid ad to play. Shit, look at this. What am I seeing right now? Kidding me? Yes. Okay, I'm done with his ad. 5 more seconds with his ad. Yes. Ariel Helwani, I think that's how you pronounce it, on an MMA show. Okay, obviously does not know that you're not gonna understand what the fuck this dude's saying. So apparently there's no boxing dude wants to put him on because he's not gonna make sense. Okay, this dude invited him on, and he's telling him, "Hey, you were there in attendance, Gennady. You were there, right?" He's asking him what was going through your mind. And were you shocked, right? And this is verbatim. I'm going to tell you guys Gennady Golovkin's response. Okay. Nelson Santos in the house. All right. Sir Joe Lopez 40 ounce in the house. I think I already said it, but I just wanted to make sure. Let's get this verbatim. It's not surprise. It's not surprise. It's not surprise. It's not surprise. This box. In their long time. This box in their long time. Not surprised. Not surprised. I mean, I guess that's kind of an answer, but Ariel Helwani just asked him, in your expert mind, what do you think Anthony Joshua did wrong? That's what he asked, right? Let's hear the expert's answer right now. Let's just hear this shit. Everything. Yeah, everything. He did everything wrong. Man, that's a hell of a breakdown. Woo. Everything. Ah, yes, everything. Welcome to the United States. I finally asked him, do you think Andy Ruiz looks did Anthony Joshua, I'm sorry, underestimate Andy Ruiz? And he said, yes, I don't know. This is box. This is box. I don't know why they're interviewing this dude, man. This dude is a translator, right? He needs a translator. Okay? Mentioning Meldrick Taylor. Yeah, man. What happened to Meldrick Taylor, man? Shit, man. Rough, man. Right? That's rough to say. And that's another reason, right? That's either you retire or you go down a level, man. Like you got to go down some level so you don't take that much punishment anymore, right? I mean, it's just the way it is. But it is a shame what happened to Meldrick Taylor, man. Um, you guys aren't going to believe this, man. But Maldrick Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez was the first fight I ever remember watching. All right. I don't remember I remember just I was sitting down on the floor, my back against the sofa. Right. It was my uncle's house. He had HBO at the time. And at that time, I mean, it was very prestigious to have HBO. And I'll never forget it. I fell in love with boxing that day. Right? That day. Like I knew there was nothing else for me. Right? Or nothing better. That day. And you know, the ending is controversial. It's really controversial. All right. And I don't want to dive into that right now, but it turned Julio Cesar Chavez into a superstar. He was known in Mexico, but he wasn't a superstar. You know, in his parts of Mexico, he was loved. He wasn't loved in the rest of Mexico. That fight, all of Mexico fell in love with Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, he turned into a legend overnight. And the fight itself is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable fight. Somebody to a wrench to prove that message. I don't want to walk to to my mouse right now, but this I'll say, man. That fight never gets old, man. First of all, watching Maldrick Taylor throw those blistering fast, the fastest hands ever in the history of boxing in any weight class. Fastest hands ever. When Sugar Ray Leonard stops and says, yeah, he had the fast hands. Believe me. And Ray Leonard had some fast hands. But he was faster than Leonard. His hands were. For sure. This dude was landing he threw punches so fast that Chavez can barely get one in when he threw two or three. And it was, to this day, people confuse with like what actually happened. It wasn't that Chavez had a game plan that he was going to take two or three to land one, right? First of all, he had to work the body Maldrick Taylor, which left him open upstairs. That's why Taylor landed so many combinations. And Chavez was just eating those shots. It's a sight to see, man. Like you just see him land combination, and he's winning the rounds. But as the fight's progressing, Chavez is landing thundering body shots. That fight was billed as Lightning versus Thunder, if I remember correctly, right? I'm pretty sure it was. And then Mayweather and Gotti fucking stole the whole thing, right? Like they tried the same thing, okay? Like it was stupid, but whatever. And obviously, hindsight's 2020. But when you watch that fight, you realize right away that Chavez was chopping him down. If this was, and it wasn't, but if it was a 15-round era, Chavez would have knocked out Taylor in maybe the 14th, maybe even 13th round. He really was breaking him down, right? But Taylor was about to cross that finish line. He was so close to crossing that finish line. And it's tough, man, right? It's one of those things where he was looking away. He wasn't looking at the ref. Like he wasn't answering the ref. But if the ref would have let it go, he would have more than likely won. You know, it's one of those things. Okay, but if you watch that fight, you will realize why Maldrick Taylor was no longer the same afterwards. You know, like you will tell. And it's just that tells you everything about boxing. Like a guy could be winning the fight on points, all right, yet taking a certain type of punishment that maybe is not quite enough to win a round, but it's enough to hurt you. And in Taylor's case, be the start of some permanent damage. Taylor went out to take some fights that I don't think he should have really taken. And it contributed to it as well. And then the greatest crime ever was still allowing this man to fight when he shouldn't have been fighting. You know, like this, it's sad. It was sad, man. A lot of the videos you'll see of Taylor, you know, Meldrick Taylor mumbling and just stuttering, and they're old videos. They're not from 2018, you know, like they're old videos. And in some of those, he was still fighting. Sad, man. Just sad. And Meldrick Taylor gave a lot to. He literally gave his body to boxing, right? That's what he did. It was from Philadelphia. He loved to scrap. That's what he loved to do. He liked to go in there and fight. And he didn't just brawl it out with with any just an ordinary Mexican fighter, which is tough as hell anyway. And we're not talking about, he brawled it out with Salido. It's Salido Appreciation Week. I love Salido, but he's no Chavez. All right? Not even close. He fought Chavez's fight right in front of him. And if that bell would have rang, his hand would have been raised. Or should have been raised. I don't know what would have happened with judges, but that would have been a travesty in itself. But I love that fight, man. I love that fight. Now, sometimes, man, you know, I always think to myself, like these fights, you know, the best fighting the best, like they have to happen, man, because that's what inspires kids to lace up the gloves. You know what I mean? At 6 years old, Andy Ruiz put on a pair of boxing gloves, and he was a heavy-set kid, right? If Andy Ruiz, and I'm not even trying to be funny when I say it, I'm not. If Andy Ruiz wouldn't have picked up boxing, he'd probably be diabetic right now, right? Like he would have probably been diabetic. He'd probably be like at least 100 pounds heavier. Okay, he would have been like I don't know what he would have been in life, but he wouldn't have been anywhere near a millionaire like he is now. But he was inspired. Julio Cesar Chavez is his hero. And because of that, because of fights like Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor that ignited kids to put on gloves and go to a gym. And look at this. Just last Saturday, we had to knock Joshua out. It's all cause and effect. So yes, D-Style worries when I see boxing participation numbers falling. I worry when I see that. Now, Daniel, I've not seen that video. I'll definitely look for it. About him wanting to fight Wilder. Yeah, sure. Definitely. The reality is, we need more kids to pick up boxing. That's what we need. Nelson says Ruiz did say boxing fight. Next boxing, he wants to drop 40, 50 pounds. I mean, look, I'll believe it when I see it. But my question is this, right? I think Ruiz should do what Marquez said he should do. He should put on muscle mass, okay? Muscle leaner, okay, than fat, so he'll probably lose weight by default. But I don't think he needs to get on Janie Craig and lose weight. He needs to put on muscle. He needs to get rid of some fat and replace it with some muscle mass. And I think the reason Marquez feels it, now I don't want to put words, okay, in Dinamita's mouth, because he did not say this, is what I'm saying. I'm assuming, because if he loses too much weight, then when a guy like Joshua hits him to the body, he's gonna like literally move him out of the way. They're gonna like, he doesn't want to get manhandled in the ring either, because these heavyweights are big, man. So he might be in better shape. He might have like if he gets the body of Adonis, as fucking Stephen A. Smith says. Like, he needs to be careful with his process here. I agree with what Marcus says. He should put on some muscle mass. And you guys could joke all you want, and I see Boxing in the store and say he's morbid obese, but let me tell you something. Like, laugh all you want, but look at some of those photos where he's jumping up. Now you see some muscle under that belly, bro. Like, AJ was hard on the outside and soft on the inside. This dude is soft on the outside, okay, and hard on the inside. So, yes, I do feel like if he drops 20 pounds, he's going to be a better fighter, but I don't want to see him completely, like, I don't want to see him just lose fat. He needs to put on some muscle mass, in my opinion. That's what I think, right? I don't know everything, but he's out here talking about how he wants to be the Mexican AJ when it comes to his body. And look, he's already lost a lot of weight. But I'm telling you, man, you don't want to get to a point either where, you're just not hurting guys anymore because you're too light. It has to be done right, and it has to be done with muscle mass. That's what I think. He's built like a power lifter, says Boxing Dialogue. I see those power lifters with those big bellies, yeah. If Ruiz didn't do boxing, he'd probably be in American football, like an offensive lineman probably. He wouldn't be quarterback, right, or wide receiver. I agree if it was Sir 40 ounce, Lopez 40 ounce, because, yes, he shouldn't lose too much weight. It's he needs to lose the right amount of weight and put on some muscle mass. That's what he needs to do. Not too much muscle mass, just enough. Thank you, Bad Tweet. AJ is soft. All right, we're going to do one more nighting. All right, we're going to night. Boxing Historian 206 about to get knighted right now. All right. We're also going to, Nelson Santos going to get knighted too, right? This knighting is brought to you by Snickers, right? You may now rise as Sir Boxing Historian 60206. Nelson Santos says he's a little on the chubby side, but he seems to have good stamina. He does. And look, you don't have to take my word for it, guys. When you listen to guys like Marquez and Chavez and Andre Ward and, guys that know the game, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, like, listen to them. I did the mistake of not listening to them. All right? That was on me. All I did was watch the Dimitrinkos fight and the Parker fight from a long time ago. I didn't even bother rewatching it. And I just went off with that. Obviously, I was wrong. But when you look at these guys that were saying, hey, like, this dude's no joke. Like, this dude's got hands. Like, he can fight. He won't get tired for 12 rounds. He went 12 hard rounds with freaking Parker. He doesn't have a stamina issue, guys. The issue, the question is, can he get even faster and punch even harder if he loses the right amount of weight and put on the right amount of muscle? This dude doesn't need to get chiseled, okay, and look all jacked. It's not going to work for him. Okay, he's not going to be effective anymore. He just needs to lose some weight. They're always going to call him Butterbean, even if he drops another 20 pounds. Okay, he's never going to look great, right? But he just needs to. I just think he could get even better, and even he himself has said that. Right? So that's all I'm saying. All right, Nelson Santos, you may rise as a knight. Having all that excess weight doesn't help you fat or muscle. It depends. It honestly does depend. All right. Anyways, guys, I want to thank all of you, man, for joining me live here. For everybody that threw in a super chat, thank you very much. Right? This is how my hangouts always go. I have a topic, I talk about it, and then we just dive into some other shit. Right? It's crazy. It's great. I love it. All right. But this is DStyleBoxing. And remember, this is Orlando Solito Appreciation Week. It's appreciation, not appreciation. It's how I pronounce it. Fuck you. All right. I mean, we're kind of at the same at 2:30. But he's gonna look heavy still. You know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying. I do agree the 2:30s is about right. But yeah, we're out of here. Peace. This is DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing.